Hello, welcome back to another episode of James Plays Cities Skylines. As Mayor James, um, I'm not saying Mayor James. No, I'm referring to myself here, Mayor James. I met with my city council and came to the decision that we need more money. I let the game run between now and last episode for a little bit, just to save up a bit of money and grow some demand. I didn't touch anything, don't worry. Um, this game can get turned into a bit of just a waiting game at points, so between episodes, I'll probably leave it for a minute or two to kind of just build up some money that we can then spend lavishly. So, let's start with a botanical garden. And I think this will be the first thing we do to... It's still not day from the last episode, by the way. It's 4 a.m. now. I think we stopped last episode at midnight. So, we're going to do our first expansion here. To the circle. And we're kind of just going to do it in an organic way. We're not really going to focus too much on preferred pattern. We'll just slowly build out from this heart of the city. So let's plop down a bit of a commercial center here, maybe. And then more residential. And our botanical garden right here should really make things nicer. Now this is, these parts are residential, so let's, oops, go away. So let's build a park or two there. And, oh wow, we already spent all our money. That did not take long. Quickly though, we have to put some water down for these kind folk. Oh. Ah, Boomtown. Alright, so we can expand again. We get some more money. We can get some ore. And finally, we have highways. And bus lanes and stuff. Cemeteries, taxi depots, bus depots, wind turbines. Yeah, okay. We can legalize marijuana in our town, which I think is one of the only edicts that has no real negative effects. Let's go to our edicts. Yeah, most of the ones that are only good cost money, like Parks and Rec. Like this, it just makes our parks better, but is like a boost to spending money on things. Schools Out is awful. Don't ever use it. It basically like closes the schools and makes sure kids go to work in the coal mines. Oh, not enough power. Are they just out of connection? Or no, we need another... Or we need to turn these back on. The guy that's just been, like, the one guy we left there, is just, like, sitting next to the, like, switch to turn it on, waiting for the phone call from me, the mayor, to turn it back on. Oh, and water. Oh, the water thing ran out of electricity. This happens sometimes when you run out of power. You'll get your water supply. Yeah, the water supply is fine. Who poisoned the water supply? No, you'll get your water supply kind of. You'll get warnings for it, and people will be like, "Where's the water?" And you think, "Oh, I need to build more water," but actually, it's just the power. So, what were we even? Someone poisoned the water supply. That's all I know. No, the guy. He's been waiting for the phone call to turn on the generator. And then we're just gonna like feed money into it. I don't know where the money goes. Maintenance maybe. I guess they gotta like polish it and grease the axles. But he's been waiting for a long time, and I finally gave him that phone call, and then goes back on. And then we just sink $80. Okay, $80 a week is pretty reasonable to maintain a like a wind turbine. Although let's do some math real quick. We have, let's say, 2,300 people living in Mega City Ultra. That means property tax of 9%. We make $1 from roughly a dollar, a little more than $1 from each person living in Mega City Prime. Mega City Ultra. Pardon me. It's our sister city, Mega City Prime. How do we get this to upgrade? Value, land value, right. Let's check our land value. Looking pretty good, except over here. This is like the crappy part of town, particularly. This is the nice part of town, and I want this to kind of be a nice neighborhood. So this is like moderately high land value. Oh, we can't afford a stadium. These are the unique buildings. These are all unlocked by doing certain things. So like this one, we need to, at one time in any game, have a crime rate over 50%. This is one of the only ones I haven't been able to get. All of these I've unlocked through other means. Or these are modded ones, I think. But we can build like a statue of industry. Yeah, that seems like something that would go in the nice part of town. Not really. We're going to put it in the poor part of town because property value is low. And it's industry, right? Like it's kind of a stereotype, but like hardworking people are like, you know, manual labor jobs are generally not as well off as like white collar work that, you know. Then a fancy mall here. Oh well, Mall of Moderation exists nowhere in America. How are you supposed to park your car there? That doesn't seem very, like, you know, welcoming for people to park cars. Oh, well, whatever. They'll figure it out. There's smart people live in this town. They have a elementary education. Oh, school. Oh, I spent my money. Oh, well. Sorry, kids. You're not going to school. Sorry. It sucks to be you. Let's expand. I'm going to need more roads again. Let's expand this outwards like that and like that. And we can actually have this... oh, we don't have enough money for it. Let's build a shorter road. Like that. And then just like that. Now, if we check our resources map mode, yeah, there's more farmland over here. So if we extend Chester Park... Oh, not that big. Not even that big. Over here. Then we can, I'm going to rezone some of this stuff as, yeah, no, see, that means there's a dead person there. And I can probably tell you why, because they're next to all this, agricultural waste and stuff. Right, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Wish I could see the, where the zone is as I zone. This zone, you know, the zone for the zoning zone with the zone, you know, there's danger in it. It's dangerous zone. I remember watching this YouTube video. It was like a comedy abridged anime thing. Aren't they all? And there was this scene, and he made like a joke about a danger zone joke. And this was before Archer. This was like back in like the mid 2000s. And he made a danger zone. I can't even remember how it goes. So there's two guys, and they're about to go on this dangerous mission. Oh, what has happened? Is everything okay? Everyone's toilets just stopped working for 5 minutes. All right, we're good. We need a cemetery. So there's two guys about to go on a dangerous mission, and the one guy is like describing the mission, and then the other guy says, "So we're gonna be and they're like flying a thing, like, so we're gonna be flying into a zone, right?" The guy's like, "Yeah, what, you know, on a metaphorical highway into this zone. Yeah, what are you getting at? A zone filled with danger. run a highway into the danger zone. And then it, like, breaks into highway to the danger zone by Kenny Loggins. And it was actually quite funny. Because, you know, because originally it was just like a joke from Top Gun. Because they played that song in Top Gun, it's, you know, movie about fighter jets. And that's where it came from. So you knew that. You probably knew that. You're sitting there thinking, yeah, I knew that. I knew that. What's this guy talking about? I knew that. All right. Can we, yeah, all of a sudden these guys were, oh, I did that wrong. All right. No leaving the city until I figure out how these roads work. All right. Then okay, so that's going out, that's going in. I also kind of want it to look nice. Be, you know, slightly curved. There. Wait. No, I did that wrong. I need to reverse it. Can I? Oh, shoot. What does this do? Elevation step. Oh, I think I know what that does. But I'm not going to tell you. No, it makes it so that it's kind of hard to describe, actually. When you go down, it determines like the... Did I do that? I did that wrong again. I'm super great at building roads, can't you tell? Okay, now it's fine. Just gonna do that. Because these are technically highways, and I was building 6-lane one-way roads. That's a lot of lanes of traffic. The highways are only like 3 lanes, but you can go way faster on them. So, all right. So how's our city looking? Education is the key to success. Also, education is the key to higher land values. We're gonna borrow some money because that's how important education is to me. We're going to take high-interest short-term loans in order to pay... Oh, I forgot I had this telescope dish. So I think this is like a university-type thing. We'll do that later. All right, so this is our... you can have elementary schools, high schools, and then universities. Build right there. And we also need another elementary school, I think. Yeah. Alright, well, let's build it in the crummy part of town. May as well. Well, yeah. No, they're going to have to literally walk through the fields to get to their elementary school. That looks like, you know, way better than my elementary school did. Are you seeing this? They've got solar panels on the roof. They've got, like... Okay, to be fair, the high school I went to did not have windows. I'm not even joking about that. It did not have windows. I'm looking for cemetery, and I click on, yeah, trash. We throw dead people in the trash, right? My condolences if you've lost someone recently, and you now need to take a moment to recollect yourself before returning to my wonderful video. All right, cemetery. We're going to build a little quiet road off of... God, I keep clicking on that by accident. Off of this, you know, the nice neighborhood here. And it's just going to be, you know, nice and quiet and out of the way. This will later become a major intersection, greatly disturbing the sleep of the dead. And then we'll destroy it and then build a new housing development over it. That will definitely get them all haunted. All right, and this will fill up, by the way. Oh, they don't have water. Hang on a second. What do they need water for at the cemetery? Like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, what are the possible things they could use? Cremating people? Don't need water. It's just you know, burying people. You you know, unless they get thirsty while the pallbearers or gravediggers. Should probably stop talking about such a morbid subject. There's gonna be one person out there who thought, I'm so upset right now because of the recent loss of a dearest loved one. I should watch one of James's videos. It'll cheer me up. And now they're just emotionally a train wreck. So to them, my sincerest apologies. So far, I've been building just about everything on. Oh, sorry, I was just checking the time there. On these 2-lane roads, except for this here. We may have to start doing some. Oh, is this a level? Oh, almost level 3. And by almost level 3, I mean not even close. We're gonna have to just start doing some long-term planning in terms of our traffic here. And we can buy some extra space. I also like to buy this one up here, so that we can kind of adjust our highway exit if we want to. Not that we really do right now. But the highway also goes there. We could build another exit off the highway to kind of access over here. We'll pay that one back. You know what I think is concerning? Is that we're going to, like, different banks to take out our loans. Like, we took out one from Silver Sunset and then blew through the cash. And then we go to Global Credit and we're like, yeah, hey, buddies. You know. Also, 10% interest. That's crazy. And I'm assuming that's compounded every week. That's insane. 15% interest. That's like, you know. Now, if it was compounded like, you know, per annum, per year, that's what that means in the proper Latin English. Yes. No, if it was compounded every year, then that'd be a little more reasonable. But every week, that's insane. Like, I don't know why I fall prey to these literally called pyramid scheme. Like they call it, like if you're a pyramid scheme, you could try and be a little more discreet. I mean, come on. There didn't used to be rocks on the ground and stuff like this. That's new. I guess they added more details and things. Gosh, our city looks great. I like see there's downtown. You can see it from here, the billboards and stuff. That's a lot of. This is a huge high school. 1,000 people. My high school was like half the size of this, and it had like 3,000 people. Well, maybe it's just because it's tall. It's not very wide. God damn it! These buggies everywhere. Owned by Britain. Okay. Of course, who was making billions of dollars selling these ugly cars? There's another one. I mean, okay, if I was going to expect to see them anywhere, a high school is probably where you'd see them. But also, what are these students doing milling about? Go to class. What time is it? It's 9 a.m. You guys all have class. Get to class. You lazy bums. Back in my day, 2 years ago, when I was young, it was uphill both ways in the snow. What else landscaping we've done? I want to build a bridge across this for literally no reason, but I really shouldn't because I can't afford it. Alright. Connect that there. Build some more zoning. So right now our plan, our long-term plan, is kind of just slow growth. Well, I mean, I'll grow as fast as they want to move into this darn city. No, but steady, kind of sustainable growth of residential neighborhoods and corresponding stuff to follow. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, bikes. 4-lane road with bus lanes. Supports. Hang on, so that's bus or taxi. Okay. Can we do 6-lane? Can we do bike lanes? I don't know if we can. We can do dirt roads. We also get like tree roads. What's our next milestone? Busy town. Oh, oil tourism. That's cool. Tourism's... Oh, biking is next, I think. And we get trees and all these decorative roads and stuff. And upgraded stuff. Bus station. Jet ski rental? Oh, yeah, this is all the tourism stuff. Well, let's see what we have now for... No tourism, but we can do a basketball court. We're going to build one of these. And plaza with trees over here. These will really pay off in the long run because they make the people happier, and happiness is good. That's my entire explanation for spending gobs of money on parks. Also, I'm kind of I have like an obligation to these people to do good by them. You know, serve them well as their mayor. Is this? These are a bunch of really tiny houses. This is hilarious. It's like a little row of almost identical houses. Like, you know, this guy is just like, fuck you guys. I'm not having a yellow house. I'm painting mine pink. And then these two guys just forgot to get the, like, memo from the homeowners association to paint theirs yellow. And then this fucker with a buggy. Jeez. Florence works at a coal power plant. This guy's like a hard work, you know, like a manual labor, works at a power plant, and he drives one of those. I'm being the most judgmental person, and I'm totally okay with it. Let's check our traffic. Up to the traffic watch helicopter, Jill. That's not the traffic watch helicopter, Jill. Thanks for joining us. Traffic is absolutely zero because nobody lives in this town. Back to you, Bob, with the weather. Weather is beautiful and crystal clear. All right. Also, our urban farming project seems to be working okay. Although, I think we're approaching the maximum... Oh, no, this thing just doesn't have enough power. Yeah, we're running out of power. Breaking news. City running out of power. What does this mean for people living in the city? Well, primarily, you won't have electricity from time to time. That's about it. All right. Lots of interest in commercial, so we may just expand this, because this is our downtown, right? So if we expand this to, you know, expand the commercial here, the commercial district. I suppose we should make this a proper district. I have to dezone the residential first with a right click and then rezone it with a left click. How are we doing for time? Oh, wow, we're over. All right. Let me just finish this up. Yeah, get out of here. I'm evicting everyone. Because I can. It's a power trip. All this game is. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're really enjoying the series. Please leave your feedback in the comments below if you are, or if you're not. Let me know. In the meantime, I will see you next time.